Good day, everyone. Before we discuss the different stages of metabolism, let us first understand what metabolism is. Today, let's use your imagination. Imagine, for your lunch today, you had a turkey sandwich, a bag of sour cream, and onion potato chips, an apple, and a cookie for dessert. It tasted good, diba? You know somehow your body will turn it into the energy you needed to get through your afternoon. But how exactly does that work? Let's find out. Metabolism is a process of your body uses to turn what you eat into the energy your body uses. It's all the chemical reactions carried out by your cells to change food into energy. There are two main types of metabolic pathway. The first one is the catabolic pathway or the catabolic reactions. It means that they break large complex molecules into simpler ones. This process usually releases energy. Digesting the turkey sandwich into usable sugars, fats, and proteins is a catabolic reaction. Anabolic reactions, on the other side, assembles complex reactions from simple ones. This process requires using energy, forming new cells, tissues, muscles, and revitalizing organs from the food you eat are all anabolic process. The energy for anabolic reaction is provided by the catabolic reactions. This energy can also stored in cells as adenosine triphosphate or ATP. What is ATP? The energy. Let's practice what we've just covered. Look at each process and determine whether each is a catabolic or anabolic process. Feel free to pause this video if you needed more time to decide. The first one, synthesizing protein. Digesting food, replicating DNA, creating muscle, lastly, breaking down stored fats. So, here are the processes sorted into catabolic and anabolic process. Kaya, masasabi natin na hindi lang basta kinakain ng katawan ang pagkain. Ginagawa muna itong enerhiya bago ito magamit sa iba't ibang gawain ng ating katawan. Now that we have an overview of what metabolism is, my groupmates will discuss the other process of metabolism in more detail.
So, good day. I will be discussing the nutrition, metabolism, and energy as continuation for the chapter 5 or the process of metabolism. So, nutrition is the key to metabolism. The pathways of metabolism rely upon the nutrients that they break down in order to produce energy. So, ang pathway sa metabolism, we all know naman na ang pathway sa ang metabolism is ang purpose ng metabolism is to convert nutrients into energy. So, ang metabolism po, ang pathway po sa metabolism, although siya ang nag-produce or siya ang process to produce, to convert energy, siya po is nag-need po siya o energy. So, think of it like a power bank. Example nato is power bank as metabolism. So, di ba ang power bank kay siya ang nag-produce siya ang maghatag og energy sa cellphone, pero if wala po energy ang power bank or dili po siya ma-charge, Just like sa metabolism, if wala po nutrients na ma-convert into energy, wala dili pud siya maka-function. So ingana just like sa metabolism. So this energy in turn is required by the body to produce new proteins, nucleic acids, DNA, RNA, among other nutrients. Nutrients in relation to metabolisms include bodily requirements for various substances, individual functions of the body, amount needed, and the level below which poor health results, among others. So, nutrition is the source of the nutrients of our body. During metabolism, the body breaks down these nutrients to produce energy, 'di ba? So ang metabolism during metabolism daw ang nutrients will turn into energy. So this energy is important because it helps our body grow, repair damaged tissues, produce proteins, DNA, and RNA, and keep all body system function. So, ang grabe jud ka importante ang metabolism, no, sa to sa energy, cause kay without metabolism dili ma convert ang nutrients to energy, so na mag-lead pod sa body to malfunction, dili ka function ang body systems. So essential nutrients supply energy and provide the necessary chemicals which the body itself cannot produce. Food provides a variety of substances that are essential for the building, upkeep, and repair of body tissues. And for the efficient functioning of the body, the diet needs important nutrients like carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, phosphorus, sulfur, and around 20 other inorganic elements. The major elements are provided by carbohydrates, lipids, and protein. In addition, vitamins, minerals, and water are essentials. So, to sum this up, nutrition provides the nutrients, metabolism converts them into energy, and that energy allows the body to grow, repair itself, and perform everyday activities. So, that's all. Thank you.
So, good day everyone. I'm Micalda Rosa A. Talamo, and now I'll be explaining the carbohydrates in metabolism. Carbohydrates in metabolism is referred to the process by which the body breaks down the carbohydrates into glucose and converts it into energy or ATP to support cellular activities, growth, and normal body function. So, carbohydrates in metabolism, it is the process where the body breaks down the carbohydrates into glucose, and then the glucose used by the body's cell to produce a energy or ATP. So when we eat rice, bread, fruits, or other like pasta, so ang makuha na to nga carbohydrates sa food is gina-breakdown siya sa ato ang body to form a glucose, and then the glucose travel to the bloodstream and then enters to the cell with the help of insulin. Then where it used to make energy, if there is an extra glucose, the body stores it in the liver and muscles as glycogen for the later use. Next, what are carbohydrates? Carbohydrates are one of the three major macronutrients along with the proteins and fats. So tulo man to sila ang three major macronutrients, which is a protein, fat, and also the carbohydrates. They are the body's primary source of energy. They found in foods such as rice, bread, pasta, fruits, and vegetables, and grains. Next is importance of carbohydrates metabolism. So the importance of carbohydrate metabolism, it gives the body and it gives the body energy for our daily activities. Mga nang dili taluya. It's because of carbohydrates. Then, it helps the body work properly, support muscle movement, stores extra energy for future needs, and helps to maintain blood sugar. Then, carbohydrates uh, is a process of converting the carbohydrate it metabolism. It is a process of converting the carbohydrate into glucose, which the body uses and produce energy for its all function. So there are steps in carbohydrate metabolism. First is the digestion, absorption, cellular uptake, energy production, and then storage. So first is the digestion. So carbohydrates are break down into glucose. Then next is gina-absorb siya and then naga-enter siya sa bloodstream. After that, with the help of insulin, the glucose enter the cell. Then energy production, cell converted glucose into ATP. Through the glycolysis, citric acid or Krebs cycle, electron transport chain. Then, ang extra glucose ginastore niya sa liver or sa muscle as glycogen or converted into fats. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, now let's move on to protein in metabolism. We have core functions of proteins: tissue building, structural and transport roles, biochemical regulation, genetic and energy support. Lastly, nutritional foundation. First, tissue building. They're the main material for building and repairing body tissues. Basically, it's our main tissue builder, such as our muscles, skin, hair, nails, and organs. For example, after a workout or exercise, our muscle is must stretch. So, with protein, it repairs tiny muscles na stretch to make our muscles stronger. Next is structural and transport roles. Protein maintains cell structure and form hemoglobin to carry oxygen throughout the body. So, if you lack of protein, it causes your skin to become dry, flaky, and prone to sores or rashes. It also leads to swelling or edema. For joints, a lack of protein causes pain and stiffness because muscle weaken and lose their ability to support the joints. A lack of protein will cause your hemoglobin levels to drop. Hemoglobin is the protein in your blood that carries oxygen. If you do not eat enough protein, your body cannot make enough of it. This condition is called protein deficiency anemia. Next is biochemical regulation. Protein make up enzymes that drive all essential life-sustaining chemical reactions. Basically, enzymes are made of protein. If you lack of protein, your body cannot make new enzyme. Existing enzymes also break down to provide amino acids for essential survival. As a result, vital chemical reactions slow down. This causes poor digestion, low energy, and organ failure. Next is genetic energy support. Protein provide nitrogen needed to build DNA and RNA and can also be broken down to produce energy. Here is what gonna happen to your genetic and energy system when you do not get enough protein. Your genetic support DNA repair fails. because your body relies on proteins to fix broken DNA and keep your genes working safely. Genetic copying stops because proteins forms the tools that read your DNA to make new cells. Growth slows down. Your body cannot build new tissues, which hurts growth, especially in young people. Energy support, energy drops. Protein helps control your protein helps control your blood sugar. Low protein causes blood sugar crashes and sluggishness. Our body burns muscle. Our body breaks down our own muscles for fuel when it lacks of foods. Energy nutrients transport fails. Protein move energy around your body. A lack of this protein stops your cells from using that energy. Lastly is nutritional foundation. Protein supply amino acids, the basic units required for body to function. Now we have um, now there are over 20 total amino acids. The human body cannot make it 8 of them on its own. So these essential amino acids must come from food. This 8 amino acid is lysine, tryptophan, methionine, leucine, isoleucine, valine, and threonine. Lysine is mag-get nato ni siya sa eggs, chickens, lentils, and cheese. Ang tryptophan kay sa turkey, milk, peanuts, pumpkin, and pumpkin seeds. Methionine kay sa fish, beef, sesame seeds, and tofu. Leucine kay sa whey protein, salmon, and soybeans. Also sa lean pork. Isoleucine kay sa eggs, turkey, cashews, chickpeas, sa phenylalanine kay sa milk, avocados, beef, and almonds. Sa valine kay cottage cheese, tuna, lentils, and mushrooms. Lastly kay threonine. Mag-get natin siya sa lean meat, eggs, black beans, and quinoa.
So, good day everyone. I am Siti Mujaira Emilias. Today I will discuss the topic of fat in metabolism. Many people think that fats are unhealthy, but our body actually needs the right amount in the right kind of fat to stay healthy. Fats are one of the three major nutrients together with carbohydrates and proteins. They provide energy, protect our organs, help our body absorb important vitamins, and support many body functions. In this presentation, I will explain the function of fats, the different types of fatty acids, and why choosing healthy fats is important for our health. So, fat and metabolism. Fat is the body's most concentrated source of energy. It provides about 9 calories per gram, while carbohydrates and protein provides only 4 calories per gram. This means that fat gives more than
twice as much energy as carbohydrates or protein. Our body stores extra fat as an energy reserve which can be used when we do not get enough food or during long periods of physical activities. So let's proceed to number one. Number one helps form the cellular structure. Fat is an important part of every cell in our body. It helps build the cell membrane, which protect the cell and control what enters and leaves. Without enough fat, our cells cannot function properly. Mao ang rason nganong importante ang fat bisan usay mahadlok ta kaon. Ang each part sa atong lawas manggod kay gihimo sa selula. Mao kailangan ta o kanang kusog para fat. Mas maayo usab ang pagtrabaho sa atong mga organs kinahanglan lang nga atong makuha nga fat gikan sa healthy food o dili sobra sa ang kadaghan. So, number number two, protect and insulate vital organs. Fat forms a protective cushion around vital organs such as the heart, kidney, and liver. It also helps keep the body warm by reducing heat loss. So, ang kaan sa kaning number two, kay mo ang murag natural nga paan sa sulod sa atong lawas. Kung naay kalit nga muliyok o gamay nga impact, makatabang ni og palipod sa atong mga organs. Dugang pa makatabang usab makatabang pod siya aron dili mabugnawan ang lawas sa ug magpadayon ang normal nga temperature. Number three, help absorb fat soluble vitamins. Fat helps the body absorb fat soluble vitamins such as vitamin A, D, E, and K. These vitamins are important for healthy visions, bones, skin, immunity, and blood clotting. Bisan og daghan ta og pagkaon na og vitamin dili gyapon mapuslan sa lawas kung kulang kaayo og fat ang atong diet. Mao nga importante ang sakto nga amount sa healthy fats aron makuha gyud sa lawas ang tanang benefits sa mga vitamins og mag ba- then number four, provide reserve storage for energy. The body stores extra fats as reserve energy during fasting, illness, or prolonged exercise. The body breaks down stored fat to provide energy. Kung modan na og energy gikan sa pagkaon, dili dayon mohunong ang lawas sa pagtrabaho kay naa pa man siya gitipong na gitip mara siya na stock na fats. Mao mao to ang gamiton sa lawas o para magpadayon ang imong adlaw-adlaw na buhaton. Then kung sobra pod ang na-stock nga fats tungod sa dili healthy nga lifestyle, mahimo pod nga hinungdan siya sa mga sakit like for example obesity o heart disease. Then let's proceed to essential fatty acids. So essential fatty acids are unsaturated fats that the body cannot produce on its own, so they must come from the foods we eat. Example, like linoleic acid or the omega-6. Then, linolenic acid, omega-3, o arachidonic acid. These fatty acids are important because they support normal growth and development, keep the brain and nervous system healthy, help reduce inflammation, maintain healthy skin and body tissue, and support heart health. Then saturated fats and health risk. Not all fats are healthy. Saturated fats, especially when eaten in large amount, can increase the level of bad cholesterol or the LDL in the blood. Higher LDL cholesterol can lead the buildup of fatty deposits inside the arteries, a condition called athero- atherosclerosis. When arteries become narrow or blocked, blood cannot flow properly. This increases the risk of heart disease, heart attack, stroke. Foods high in saturated fat include fatty meat, butter, cheese, processed foods, and fried foods. This should be eaten in moderation. So, in conclusion, fats are an essential nutrient that our body needs every day. They provide the highest amount of energy, help build and protect our cells. Cushions are vital organs, absorb vitamins A, D, E, and K, and serve as stored energy for future use. However, it is important to choose healthy eating, a balanced diet with the right types of fat. We can support good health, proper body function, and the overall well-being. So that's thank you for listening.
Good day, everyone. I will discuss my part, the minerals and vitamins in metabolism. Metabolism is the process by which our body converts food into energy. Minerals and vitamins do not provide the energy directly, but they help regulate body functions and support the chemical reactions needed for growth, repair, and maintaining good health. Minerals. The minerals in food do not contribute directly to energy needs but are significant as body regulators and play a role in the metabolic pathways of the body. More than 50 elements are found in the human body. About 25 elements are found to be essential. Since a deficit produces specific deficiency symptoms. When we say minerals, we are referring to essential elements that come from the food we eat and the water we drink. Our body cannot make minerals on its own, so we must get them from our diet. Although they do not give us energy, they play a vital role in metabolism by helping enzymes, hormones, muscles, nerves, and other body systems work properly. In short, minerals are essential nutrients that regulate body functions and keep the body healthy even though they do not provide energy directly. There are important minerals included in metabolism. First is calcium, builds strong bones and teeth. It also helps muscles contract and nerves function. Example, milk, cheese, and yogurt. Next is phosphorus. Work with calcium to build bones and teeth. Helps produce energy and repair body tissues. Example, we can find phosphorus on fish, meat, and dairy products. Iron forms hemoglobin, which carries oxygen in the blood. It prevents iron deficiency anemia. Example, we can find iron in liver, spinach, and red meat. Sodium maintains fluid balance in the body. It helps muscles and nerves function properly. Sodium can be found on table salt and processed food. Next is potassium. Supports normal heartbeat. It helps muscles and nerves work properly.
We can find potassium in bananas, potatoes, and avocados. Next is chloride ions. Maintains fluid and electrolyte balance. It helps produce hydrochloric acid for digestion. Chloride ions can be found on table salt, seaweed, and tomatoes. Copper. It helps the body absorb iron. It also supports red blood cell formation for and healthy nerves. We can find copper in shellfish, nuts, and seed. Cobalt, part of vitamin B12. It helps produce red blood cells and support the nervous system. Cobalt can be found on fish, meat, and dairy products. Manganese helps with bone formation and metabolism. Support wound healing. We can find manganese in whole grains, nuts, and leafy vegetables. Zinc support the immune system, helps wound heal, and promotes growth. Zinc can be found on meat, seafood, and beans. Magnesium. It helps muscles and nerves function. It supports healthy bones and energy production. Example, we can find magnesium in spinach, almonds, and whole grains. Next is fluorine or fluoride. Strengthens teeth and bones. It also helps prevent tooth decay. Fluorine or fluoride can be found on fluoridated water, tea, or seafood. Next is, or the last one is iodine, needed to produce thyroid hormones. It regulates metabolism and support growth. Iodine or iodine can be found in iodized salt, seaweed, or fish. Vitamins are important organic compounds that the human body cannot synthesize by itself and must be present in the diet. So vitamins are organic macronutrients required for normal body functions. They act as coenzyme in many metabolic reactions, helping the body convert carbohydrates, fats, and proteins into energy. They are also important for maintaining healthy skin, vision, blood cells, and immune system. There are many vitamins such as vitamins A, B, C, D, and many more. However, only certain vitamins play a major role in metabolism. These are vitamin A, vitamin B12 which is riboflavin, niacin, also vitamin B3 or nicotinic acid, and pantothenic acid which is vitamin B5. These vitamins help the body convert food into energy and support normal body functions. There are also vitamins important in metabolism. It includes vitamin A, keeps the eyes healthy and strengthens the immune system. Vitamin A can be found on carrots, sweet potatoes, and mangoes. Next is vitamin B12 or riboflavin. It helps convert food into energy. It keeps the skin and eyes healthy. Vitamin B12 or riboflavin found in milk, eggs, and green vegetables. Niacin or vitamin B3. It helps the body use carbohydrates, fats, and proteins for energy. It supports a healthy skin and the nervous system. Example, niacin or vitamin B3 can be found in chicken, fish, and peanuts. The last one is pantothenic acid or vitamin B5. It helps produce energy and hormones, support the metabolism of fats, proteins, and carbohydrates. Pantothenic acid or vitamin B5 can be found on eggs, mushrooms, and whole grains. And that would be all. Thank you.
Good day everyone. Today I will discuss some metabolic pathways. By the way, I am Princess May Barrera. So, metabolic pathways are a series of connected chemical reactions that occur inside cells. And these pathways are one substance exchange step by step into another with the help of different enzymes. So each step is controlled by a specific enzyme, so making the process organized and efficient. So for example, the food we eat contains nutrients like carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. So these nutrients are broken down and converted into energy or used to build important and molecules that the body needs. So, muna ang natabo sa metabolic pathways. So, the chemical reaction of metabolism are structured into metabolic pathways. This allow the basic chemicals from nutrition to be changed through a series of steps into another chemical by a sequence of enzymes. So, enzymes are vital to metabolism because they allow the organism to drive desirable reactions that require energy. So, these reactions are also coupled with those that release energy. As enzymes act as catalysts, they permit these reactions to produce efficiently. So, enzymes also allow the regulation of metabolic pathways in response to change in the cell's environment or signals from the other cells. So, like for me, enzymes regulate the metabolic pathways. So, when a cell needs more energy or contain molecules, like enzymes can be more active. So when enough has been produced, enzymes can slow down or stop the pathway. So this helps the body respond to change in the environment and maintain the normal cell function. So that's all. Thank you.